Hi, today is Thursday, December 17th, and we're going to be reading Micah?
What is it again?
Micah?
Nope. Micah.
Micah 1 through 4.
Micah chapters 1 through 4. Oh boy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Do we have thumbs up? Thumbs up. Tanner? Josh? Yes. All right. Let me see him again. We've got. All right. That's your thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Micah 1 through 4.
The word of the Lord which came to Micah the Morashite in the days of Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, which he saw regarding Samaria and Jerusalem. Hear, all you peoples, listen, earth and everything in it, that the sovereign Lord may be a witness against you, the Lord from his holy temple. Judgments against Samaria and Jerusalem. Look, the Lord is coming out from his place, so that he might come down and tread upon the high places of the earth. The mountains will melt beneath him, and the valleys split apart like wax before the fire, like waters deluge down a slope. All this because of the transgression of Jacob, and because of the sins of the house of Israel. What is the transgression of Jacob? Is it not Samaria? And what is the high place of Judah? Is it not Jerusalem? Therefore I will make Samaria a heap in the field. For the planting of vineyards, I will dump her stones into the valley and expose her foundations. All her idols will be shattered and her gifts burned with fire, and I will annihilate her images. Because she gathered them as the wages of a prostitute, and as the wages of a prostitute, they will again be used. The lament of Micah. Because of this, I will lament and wail. I will go about barefoot and naked. I will howl like the jackals and moan like owlets. For her wound is mortal, for it has come to Judah. It has extended to the gate of my people, to Jerusalem. Do not tell it in Gath. Do not weep at all. In Beth Ophrah, roll around in the dust. Pass on your way, inhabitants of Shaphir, naked and ashamed. The inhabitants of Zanan have not come out. The morning of Beth Ezel has taken from you its foothold. Indeed, the inhabitants of Marath wait anxiously for good, because calamity has come down from the Lord to the gate of Jerusalem. Harness the chariot to the steeds, inhabitants of Lachish. It was the beginning of sin to the daughter of Zion, because in you were found the transgressions of Israel. Therefore you will give parting gifts to Moresheth Gath. The houses of Akzib will be deception to the kings of Israel. I will again bring a conqueror to you. Inhabitants of Maresheth, the glory of Israel, will come to Adullam. Make yourself bald and shave your head. For the children of your delight, make yourself as bald as the eagle, for they will go from you into exile. Chapter 2. Woe to the wicked. Woe to those who conceive wickedness, to those who devise evil on their beds. At morning's light they execute it, because it is in the power of their hand. They covet fields and seize them, and houses and take them. They defraud a man of his house and a fellow man of his inheritance. Therefore, thus says the Lord, I am devising disaster against this family, from which you cannot remove your necks, and you will not walk haughtily, for it will be a time of calamity. In the day they will take up a taunt against you, and they will wail a wailing lament and say, we are totally ruined. He diminishes the portion of my people. How he removes it from me. To a traitor he reassigns our fields. Therefore you will not have anyone to apportion the land by lot in the assembly of the Lord. Prophets of deceit. Do not prophesy, they say. One should not prophesy about these things. Disgrace will not overtake us. Should it be said, O house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Lord impatient? Are these his deeds? Do not my words benefit him who walks uprightly? But lately my people rise up like an enemy. You strip off the rich robe from those who pass by trustingly, like men returning from war. The women of my people you drive out. From their delightful homes, from their children, you take my adornment forever. Get up and go. For this is not the resting place, because uncleanness ruins and ruin sickens. If a man going about rapidly and deceitfully lies, I will preach for you wine and beer. He will be just like the preacher for his people. The restoration of Israel. I will indeed assemble Jacob, all of you. I will indeed gather the remnant of Israel. I will place them together like sheep in a fold, like a herd in its pasture, thronging with people. He who breaks through has gone up before him. They will break through and pass the gate and go out by it. Then their king will pass on before them, the Lord at their head. Chapter 3. Leaders and the prophets judged. Then I said, listen now, heads of Jacob and rulers of the house of Israel. Should you not know justice? You who hate good and love evil, who tear the skin from my people and the flesh from their bones. He who have eaten the flesh of my people and have flayed their skin from them and broken their bones in pieces, who have chopped them up like meat in the pot and like flesh in the cauldron. Then they will cry out to the Lord, but he will not answer them. He will hide his face from them at the time, because they have wrought evil deeds. Thus says the Lord regarding the prophets who mislead my people, the ones who have something to eat, proclaim peace. But if one does not feed them, then they prepare for war against them. Therefore you will have night without vision, and you will have darkness without divination. The sun will set upon the prophets, and black upon them will be the day. The seers will be ashamed, and the diviners disgraced, for they will all cover their beards, for there is no answer from God. But as for me, I am filled with power, with the Spirit of the Lord, and with justice and might, to declare to Jacob his transgression, and to Israel his sin. Please hear this, heads of the house of Jacob, and the rulers of the house of Israel, who detest justice and warp all that is right, straight, who build Zion with blood guilt and Jerusalem with wickedness. Her leaders judge for a bribe, her priests teach for a price, and her prophets practice divination for money. Yet upon the Lord they lean, saying, if it is not the Lord in our midst, evil will not come upon us. Therefore, because of you, Zion will be plowed like a field, Jerusalem will be mounds of ruins, and the mountain of the house will become wooded heights. Chapter 4, the mountain of the Lord. Then it will be that in the latter days the mountain of the house of the Lord will be established as the head of the mountains, and will be lifted up above the hills, and people will stream to it. And many nations will come and say, come, that we might go up to the mountain of the Lord, into the house of Jacob, the house of the God of Jacob. Then he might teach us his ways, that he might walk in his paths. For from Zion will go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Then he will judge between many peoples and meditate for mighty nations far and wide. They will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation will not take up sword against nation, and they will no longer train for war. Then each man will sit under his vine and under his fig tree, and no one will make them afraid. For the mouth of the Lord host has spoken. For all the peoples walk each in the name of its God, but we will walk in the name of the Lord, our God, forever and ever.
That's fun to highlight.
The promise of restoration. In that day, declares the Lord, I will assemble the lame and gather the banished and those whom I have afflicted, and I will make the lame into a remnant and the banished into a mighty nation. And the Lord will reign over them, O Mount Zion, from this time forth and forevermore. As for you, watchtower of the flock, citadel of the daughter of Zion, to you it will come, the former dominion will come, kingship for the daughter of Jerusalem. Now why do you cry loudly? Have you no king? Has your counselor perished? That agony has seized you like the woman in labor? Write and bring forth, daughter of Zion, like the woman in labor, because now you will go forth from the city and reside in the field, and you will come to Babylon. There you will be rescued. There the Lord will redeem you from the hand of your enemies. But now But now many nations are gathered against you, saying, may she be defiled, and may our eyes gaze upon Zion. But they do not know the thoughts of the Lord, and they do not understand his plan. And he has gathered them like sheaves into the threshing floor. Arise and thresh, daughter of Zion, for I will make your horn iron, your hooves I will make bronze, and you will shatter many peoples. And I will devote their pillage to the Lord, their wealth to the Lord of all the earth.
And that is Micah.
1 through 4.
Yes, 1 through 4.
Bye. Have a great day. Please subscribe. Hope you like this video. Please leave a like or a comment. Bye.
He's busy, and he's still busy, and he's still busy. And you have well colored yours up. And Catherine, you got into coloring? Oh.
She's destroyed.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Josh. Josh, say bye. Say bye.
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 Oh.